We're now joined by Philip Williams, the president of McNeese State University, and you are the 6th president here at McNeese State, and doing a fine job, I might add, on top of that.
Thank you very much, and we're celebrating our 75th anniversary, so 6 presidents in 75 years.
That is a good number. The motto, excellence with a personal touch. I like that. Is that your motto?
It is our motto, and we're proud of it, and you know, it helps us attract those Texans to come to McNeese.
Tell me about, let's talk about this rivalry, first of all, between McNeese State University and Lamar University. Only 45 minutes apart. It's kind of a Texas versus Louisiana thing.
It sure is. It's a great rivalry. We go watch the games at Lamar. Folks at Lamar come here. They're among our best attended games. And I've got to tell you, my very first game as a president at McNeese was when Lamar brought football back, came to McNeese, played us down to the wire, scared us to death, and it's been a great rivalry my whole time here.
That must have been about 2010.
2010.
Tell me about just overall, I mean, the feeling down here along the bayou, the rivalry that is Lamar and McNeese State, but also the food here, the hospitality, that feeling of the Cajun way of thinking.
Oh, that's a bon ton roulé.
You
got to have that jambalaya, the spicy food, the etouffee. Yeah, bring it on.
How about the basketball team and the kind of success that they've had here at McNeese State University?
It has been great. We've enjoyed it. And Lamar, I mean, it's like these two teams, when they play, it's like what we're seeing tonight. Halftime, 1-point game. It's a typical Lamar McNeese game.
Dave Simmons, 9th year as the head coach here, has done a fine job. And it's kind of almost funny that Tick Price was also here, and he's over at Lamar. And you got 3 coaches on the floor here tonight that actually coached at McNeese State.
Absolutely, really tight rivalry, and there's a lot of love here, but a lot of brotherly love, if you know what I mean.
And on top of that, you've got yourself a team that can do something in the tournament. Who knows? I mean, I know the 6-10 conference record is really not what you were hoping for, but anything can happen once you get to Katy.
That's really a tribute to the conference.
Right.
Very strong conference, and you're right. When we play, the games we've lost have been close games, so we're in every one of them.
Any other just kind of thoughts about like some of the alumni here? Joe Dumars kind of comes to mind. Wore number 4, had his jersey retired. I mean, some just memorable players, but him especially, of course, went on to play with the Detroit Pistons.
Well, that's right. Joe's a great guy, and he's going to be honored by Louisiana Public Television as their Hall of Fame coming right up. But, you know, his brother is sitting on the bench over there as a coach here at McNeese. So great history here.
Let's talk about the new $40 million facility that's coming up. That's going to be great for basketball, volleyball.
We're starting the construction this year. 40 million, men's and women's basketball, volleyball. We'll have a health and human performance academic program there. But of course, here at Burton, we like the way they've really renovated Burton for us, the parish has. So we'll be here for the next 2 or 3 years.
So 2 or 3 more years here, but an opportunity to kind of, as you peek into the future, it's always great for recruiting to have a new stadium on the way. The football team has had so much success here at McNeese State. I mean, the game against Nebraska, I was talking to my cousin earlier today, Patrick English, and he was telling me so many people in Lake Charles were on pins and needles watching that game, and it was disappointing that the Cornhuskers came back and won, but you were right there with an elite powerhouse.
It took a Heisman Trophy candidate to knock us off at the end. So yeah, great game.
How about as we now move towards softball and baseball season and the weather starts to warm up here in Cajun country, the excitement building, because I know that through the years, those spring sports have always been so important here to McNeese State University.
And both of our baseball teams and our softball teams are doing great this spring, but hey, more rivalry. We'll be looking from Lamar, and those games are always close too, baseball and softball.
Final thoughts as we go towards the second half. It's a 33-32 game, and I know they beat you just this past time, but y'all beat them 3 in a row prior to this past week, huh?
It's safe to say it's going to go down to the wire. We'll be here, nail biter time.
Absolutely, no question about it. Dr. Philip Williams, do appreciate you being with us,
Thank
the
you,
president here at McNeese State University, the 6th president, I might add.